Next is the purposes of the standards of care. First one, standards promote and guide quality of nursing practice. Standards promote, guide quality of nursing practice. What is the quality of nursing practice? Quality of nursing practice is the effective care that is based on scientific knowledge and evidence based practice. Quality care means the effective care based on scientific knowledge and evidence based practice. Then safe care, quality care minimize the risk, that is the safe care. Second one is standards help to improve the quality of nursing services. Nurses are doing all the work according to the standards. The quality of their work also is improved. Standards may help to determine the degree to which nursing care standards are maintained. We can measure the nursing standards with the help of these standards. Standards provide a guideline for nursing performance. Standard provide a guideline for nursing performance. That is, the standards give a competent level of behavior, evidence-based practice, and quality care. That is the nursing performance. Standards provide guideline for nursing performance. That is, standards give the competent level of behavior, evidence-based practice, and quality care. Standard act as a benchmark to evaluate the quality of nursing practice in any setting. Standard act as a benchmark. What is benchmark? Benchmark is the standards which others can judge. That is the benchmark. Standards act as a benchmark to evaluate the quality of nursing practice in any setting. Standards can be used by the supervisors to guide and evaluate the staff nurse. By using standards, the supervisors can guide and evaluate. Guide means any fault, supervisors can guide and evaluate the staff with the help of these standards. Whether the staffs are doing all things according to the standards, the patient get proper care, their behavior to the patient, all things will include in these standards. Standards help to determine the nursing negligence and malpractice. If nurses are doing all the work according to the standards, there is no negligence or malpractice. Nurses are doing according to the standards, there is no chance of nursing negligence and malpractice. Standard help to provide legal protection for nurses. In the standards there is a legal protection. So it is to provide legal protection for nurses. Standards are established by licensing bodies. Standards are established by licensing bodies, example INC, then professional association, example TNAI, accrediting agencies, example NABH, National Accredited Board of Hospital, then Nursing Department of Hospital, then institution. These are the established by the licensing bodies. Standards are established by the licensing bodies, example INC, professional association, example TNI, accrediting agencies, example NABH, and nursing department of hospital and institutions. These are the purposes of standards of nursing care. Next we will see the steps in setting standards. What are the steps in setting standards? First one, identify an area of nursing practice in which there is need for standards. Identify the area of nursing practice. Which area? Nursing or medical department or nursing department. Area in which there is a need for standards. Which area is need for standards? If there is a standard, then only they will get proper care. So we should make that area the standards. Do a detailed review of literature about the needed standards and philosophy, objective and goals. Then a detailed review of literature. Review of literature means any other hospital is followed these standards. About the needed standards and philosophy, objectives and goals. Next step is writing the standard. Third one is writing the standard. Then discuss with the experts in nursing profession about the framed standard of care and get approval of the standard. Then discuss with the experts in nursing profession. After writing the standard, discuss the experts in nursing profession about the framed standard of care and get approval of the standard. Then develop a protocol for each procedure. After that, develop a protocol for each procedure. Then evaluate, check the validity of the protocol. After that, check and evaluate the validity. Then implement the developed standards. Finally, update the standards. These are the steps of the standards. Identify an area of nursing practice in which there is need for standards. For example, in ICU or theatre or ward, there is a need for standards. Area of nursing practice in which there is a need for standards. Do a detailed review of literature. Review of literature means if many hospitals using the standards, so use that literature and refer about the needed standards and philosophy, objective and goals. Next step is writing the standards. What all standards are needed to write. Then discuss the experts in nursing profession about the framed standard of care, about the which all care is needed, and get approval of the standard. After that, approval of the standard. Then develop a protocol for each procedure. Evaluate and check the validity of the protocol. Then implement the developed standards and update the standards. Next, we will see the classification of nursing care standards. What are the classification of nursing care standards? First one is normative standards, empirical standards, mean standards, end standards, and structure, process, and outcome standards. These are the 5 standards. Nursing care. Normative standards, empirical standards, mean standards, end standards, and structure, process, and outcome standards. What is normative standard? Normative standards describe the nursing practice are considered as good or ideal authorities.